Caution, a message for every soul who felt the immense energetic shift of the solstice and the supermoon. If you felt the wave of light, the emotional purges, and the profound sense of culmination, then you must understand what comes next. The portal has now closed. The cosmic storm has passed, and in its wake, it has left a strange, almost unnatural stillness. Do not be deceived by this quiet. This is not the end of the event. This is the beginning of the final exam. The last 7 days of June, beginning tomorrow, June 23rd, are not a period of rest. They are a spiritual test chamber, a gauntlet. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has just flooded the earth with an unprecedented amount of high-frequency light codes. You have received a massive spiritual upgrade, but an upgrade is useless if it cannot be held and stabilized under pressure. This week is the pressure test. It is a series of divine challenges designed to see if you can truly embody the new frequency you have just accessed, or, if you will, collapse back into the comfort of your old energetic patterns. The timing is cosmically precise. The test period kicks off with a powerful Jupiter-Sun conjunction on June 23rd. This alignment will flood your field with optimism, expansion, and a feeling that anything is possible. This in itself is a blessing, but it is also the setup. It is designed to make you feel confident, perhaps even a little spiritually arrogant. It is the deep, calming breath before the plunge. At the same time, we are moving closer to the beginning of Neptune's retrograde in early July. It's illusory. Foggy energy is already beginning to seep into the collective field, creating the perfect environment for deception both from the outside world and from within your own ego. Over the next 7 days, you will face 3 primary energetic traps. These are not punishments. They are carefully designed tests of your new mastery. They are the final gatekeepers standing between you and the full anchoring of your upgraded 5D timeline. Many souls, even conscious ones, will fall into these traps unknowingly, forfeiting the immense progress they made during the solstice. But you, because you were guided to this transmission, will have the map. You will see the traps before you. Step into them. I will now guide you, in detail, through each of these 3 tests. Listen with your soul, not just your ears. The first and most insidious trap is already being laid for you as we speak. This week is about integration. It's about demonstrating that the light you felt was not just a fleeting spiritual high, but a permanent state of being you are now capable of defending. The universe is asking you, I have given you this new light. I have given you this new clarity. Now, can you hold it? Can you keep it, even when the echoes of your old world come screaming back at you? Can you prove that this new version of you is not a mask, but your true face? The stakes are this high. What you do, think, and feel in the next 7 days will determine whether the solstice upgrade becomes your new reality or just a beautiful memory. Prepare yourself. The first test begins now. The first trap is the most cunning because it uses your own mind against you. I call it the illusion of regress, or the spiritual amnesia trap. After the profound clarity and emotional highs of the solstice portal, you may wake up one morning this week and feel nothing. The magic will seem to have vanished. Even worse, old habits, old insecurities, and old negative thought patterns you thought you had healed for goodwill suddenly return with a vengeance. An old anxiety may grip your chest. A familiar feeling of not being good enough may whisper in your ear. You will look at your life and think, did any of that even happen? Was it all just in my head? I haven't changed at all. I am still the same person, with the same problems. This is the trap, and it is a powerful illusion. You must understand the energetic mechanics at play. Maintaining a higher frequency requires more conscious energy and focus than residing in a lower one. Your ego mind and your physical body are programmed for efficiency and survival, and their path of least resistance is always to return to what is familiar, even if what is familiar is painful. The frequency of your old self, anxiety, the doubt, the struggle is a well-worn groove in your neural pathways. After the massive energetic expenditure of the solstice upgrade, your system will feel a powerful, gravitational pull to slide back into that old, comfortable groove. The test is one of conscious recognition. The universe is asking, will you identify with this echo of the past, or will you remember the truth of your new frequency? This trap is designed to test your faith in your own transformation. It wants you to believe you have failed, so you will stop trying. It wants you to forget the light you just experienced, so you will accept the familiar darkness as your permanent reality. So, How do you avoid this trap and pass this first, critical test? You must become a vigilant warrior of your own mind. First, practice radical acknowledgement, not agreement. When the old thought or feeling appears, I'm going to fail, or I'm not worthy, do not fight it, but do not agree with it. See it for what it is, an energetic ghost, a phantom echo from a timeline you have already exited. Address it directly in your mind. Say, I see you, echo of an old pattern. I acknowledge your presence as a memory, but I do not give you my power. You are not my reality now. By refusing to identify with the thought, you rob it of its energy. It is like a ghost that fades when you turn the light on it. Second, gather your evidence. Your logical mind will need proof. Before this week truly begins, I want you to sit down and write a list of every single synchronicity, every moment of clarity, every feeling of peace or joy you experienced during the solstice and supermoon. Write down the breakthroughs you had. Write down the compliments you received. This is your dossier of truth. When the amnesia trap tries to convince you that none of it was real, you will take out this list and read it aloud. You will present your own mind with the undeniable evidence of its own transformation. Third, and most importantly, you must use proactive frequency anchoring. You cannot be passive this week. Waiting for the old thoughts to appear and then reacting is a losing strategy. You must begin each day by proactively setting your frequency. The moment you wake up, before your feet hit the floor, put on a piece of high vibration music. Meditate for 5 minutes, focusing on the feeling of the light you felt during the solstice. Go outside and put your bare feet on the earth for 2 minutes. These actions are not just pleasant routines, they are declarations. They are you, telling the universe and your own subconscious mind, this is the frequency I am choosing today. The old frequency is no longer welcome here. Do not fall for the illusion that you have gone backwards. You have not. You are simply being tested on whether you can hold your ground on a higher level of existence. If you successfully navigate the first trap and hold your frequency steady, you will immediately be presented with the second. This one is even more subtle, more dangerous, because it disguises itself as spiritual strength. I call it the righteousness trap, or the test of the spiritual ego. As you anchor into your new, upgraded reality, you will begin to see the world with profound clarity. The illusions, the manipulations, and the fear-based patterns of the people around you will become transparently obvious. You will see how your friends, your family, and the collective at large are still caught in the very dramas you have just transcended, and this is where the trap is sprung. You will feel a powerful temptation to judge them. You will feel an urge to fix them. You will feel impatience and frustration, thinking, why can't they just see it? It's so simple. This feeling of superiority, this righteous anger, this desire to save everyone, this is the trap. It is your spiritual ego wearing the mask of compassion. The moment you indulge in judgment, no matter how justified it feels, you create separation, and separation is a low-frequency state. In an instant, you will be pulled out of the high, unified frequency of the solstice and back down into the duality of us versus them, awakened versus asleep. The universe is testing not just your light, but your humility. It is asking, can you hold your light without using it as a weapon? Can you be a sun that shines on everyone without judging the shadows they still carry? This test is about embodying the difference between divine wisdom and spiritual arrogance. To pass it, you must integrate one of the most difficult and profound spiritual principles, honoring the free will and unique soul path of every single being, even those who are choosing a path of suffering. How do you avoid the righteousness trap? First, you must consciously adopt the vow of the humble observer. Your mission, as we have established, is to be a lighthouse, not a tow truck. A tow truck forcefully latches onto a broken-down car and drags it to a garage. A lighthouse simply shines its light, allowing all ships to navigate according to their own will and their own map. You are not here to rescue anyone. That would be a violation of their soul's curriculum. You are here to be such a bright, unwavering example of peace and clarity that you inspire them to want to fix themselves. Second, integrate that is their path mantra. When you encounter a friend, family member, or public figure acting out of fear, chaos, or illusion, and you feel that wave of judgment or frustration rising, I want you to pause, take a breath, and silently, in your own mind, say with genuine compassion, that is their path, that is their lesson. I honor their journey, and I release them to it with love. I will now return my focus to my own path. This mantra is a powerful circuit breaker. It stops the energy of judgment in its tracks, fosters divine detachment, and realigns you with your own sovereign purpose, which is to manage your own frequency, not the frequency of others. Third, practice radical self-focus. All of that passionate, fiery energy you feel, the energy that wants to go out and change the world, must be turned inward this week. Instead of asking, how can I fix them? You must ask, how can I embody even more peace right now? Instead of pointing out the flaws in the world, you must diligently search for any remaining flaws in your own field. This week, your spiritual growth is your only job. By focusing on your own mastery, you do more for the planet than you ever could by trying to correct it. True change is an inside job. Do not fall into the trap of believing your mission is out there. Your mission is, and always will be, within you. Once you have navigated the first two traps, by refusing to identify with your past self, and by refusing to judge others, you will arrive at the final and most cunning trap of all. This trap is so deceptive, because it will feel like a victory. I call it the Manifestation Mirage trap, or the test of endurance, fueled by the confident and expansive energy of the Jupiter-Sun conjunction that begins this week. You will likely see a sudden wonderful sign of progress. A significant new opportunity will appear. An unexpected amount of money will arrive. A relationship will take a beautiful turn. It will feel like the grand prize, the manifestation you have been waiting for. You will feel a wave of euphoria and relief, and you will think, I did it. The test is over. I've arrived. That thought is the trap. This initial breakthrough is not the destination. It is a mirage in the desert, designed to test your endurance. It is a gift from the universe, yes, but it is also a question. The universe is asking, are you in love with the process of being an aligned creator, or are you just addicted to the outcome? This trap works by tempting you into complacency. Once you get that first big win, the temptation is to celebrate, relax, and stop doing the rigorous inner work. You might stop your daily frequency anchoring practices. You might become less vigilant about your thoughts. You might fall back into old habits, believing you have now made it. But a manifestation is like a delicate seedling. The initial sprout is not the full-grown tree. It still needs to be watered, nurtured, and protected. If you celebrate prematurely and walk away, the seedling will wither, and the manifestation will dissolve back into the quantum field. Anchored. This is a test of your faith and your focus. It is checking to see if your new, high-view state is a permanent new way of being, or just a temporary strategy you used to get what you wanted. How do you avoid the manifestation mirage and anchor your breakthrough into a permanent reality? First, practice humble gratitude, not egotistical celebration. When the positive sign appears, do not let your ego claim it. Instead of saying, I did it, say, I am so grateful to receive this. Feel the gratitude in your heart. Acknowledging the gift with humility keeps you in a state of open-hearted receiving, ready for more, rather than a state of closed-off completion. Second, focus on the feeling, not the form. Be grateful for the specific opportunity or amount of money, but do not get attached to the form it has taken. The form can always change. The most important thing is the feeling of abundance, success, or love that it brought you. Your job is to continue to cultivate that feeling state within you, regardless of what the external world does next. That feeling is the true magnet. As long as you maintain the feeling, the universe will continue to bring you forms that match it. Third, and most crucially, immediately ask, what is the next indicated step? The moment the breakthrough arrives, after you have expressed gratitude, you must immediately ask your higher self and your guides this question. Thank you for this blessing. What is the single next inspired action I can take to ground and expand this new reality? Do not try to plan the next 10 steps. Just ask for the very next one. It might be a simple action: sending an email, making a phone call, filing a document, having a conversation. Whatever it is, you must take that next indicated step within 24 hours. This demonstrates to the universe that you are not being complacent. It proves that you are a serious co-creator, ready to continue building. This is how you turn a fleeting mirage into a permanent oasis. This week is your final exam. See the traps, honor the tests, and walk through the gauntlet, not with fear, but with the quiet, unshakable confidence of a master who knows the game. Your new reality is waiting on the other side. And so, This is the gauntlet, the illusion of regress, the righteousness trap, and the manifestation mirage. 3 tests laid out over 7 days, each designed to challenge the very foundation of your newly upgraded consciousness. Do not see this week as a trial to be survived. See it as a graduation to be mastered. This is your final rite of passage from the old world into the new. Every moment will present you with a choice. Will you choose the echo of your past, or the frequency of your future? Will you choose the ego of separation, or the heart of unity? Will you choose the fleeting comfort of a small victory, or the disciplined endurance of a true creator? You have been given the map. The clarity is yours to claim. The traps have now been revealed to you, and in seeing them, you have already disarmed them of their greatest power, which was their invisibility. The universe is not testing you to see if you will fail. It is presenting you with a final opportunity to witness how powerful you have truly become. It is a loving challenge, inviting you to step into the full authority of your mastery. Walk through these next 7 days not with fear, but with the quiet, unshakable confidence of a master. Navigate the illusions with the grace of a sovereign being who knows their own truth. For what lies on the other side of this week is not just relief, it is the permanent anchoring of everything you asked for during the solstice. It is the beginning of your new reality, earned not by struggle, but by wisdom. You were built for this moment. The final exam has begun. Go and claim your new world. If you're still watching, I honor your commitment to your own mastery. If this guide has resonated with you and prepared you for the week ahead, please consider clicking the subscribe button to continue this journey together. Your support is deeply appreciated. Feel free to share your intentions for this test week. In the comments below, what will you choose to focus on? Until next time, stay centered, stay vigilant, and walk in your power.